Hello, everyone. So, oh, that's on the bottom. That's interesting. Okay, so this is Trump's. What's happening? What are his karmic happenings for Monday, October 13th? And apparently, he's in the Middle East. I think he's even meeting. Well, you know what? I'm going to let that go. You guys can tell me what you know about what he's doing. I'm so tired of keeping track of the details of his grifting. How about I'll just be your trusty reader of the cards and you can tell me what they mean. How about that? Them apples. It's like, no, that's only half of my job. But I do love what you guys get from the cards, and especially with this deck. It's called, if you're new to my channel, it's called The Deck of Character. You can get it at thedeckofcharacter.com. It's pretty, it's reasonably priced too. So, October 13th, Monday. What's happening? Right there. Okay. Oh yeah, trouble with his guts. Right. That's pretty well centered. Okay. Did he take keggers with him? Swamp, hot springs, airplane. Oh boy. Survival. Lasso. Okay. Tears. Inferno. To the moon. Okay. Club. Yeah. Sprout. Let's keep going. Oh yeah. He's not the ruler. And he's not the guy in charge where he is visiting. And it's all about the money, of course. Okay. Oh, yeah, I get it. All right. So, and you guys, I'm sure you're getting these cards already. So I'll just read the way I read, but you can place a story any way you want. And let your comment can be as long as you want. This shout out to Chris, who loves to do a very long, lengthy reading on you know, a lot of my readings, and I love that. I absolutely love it. But I don't. If the comment's really long, and you're somebody I trust, I just heart it because I know I can trust what you're writing. But my eyes won't allow me to just have that much screen time, even with like special glasses, blue blocking glasses, and even with the blue light protectors on my devices. I still, it's just too much. But your other option is for me to not read your comments at all. And I don't feel that that's respectful, so I would never do that. But then again, I understand, like if somebody has 150 subscribers, there's no way you can read them all. But I bet they love you just the same. Okay, so there we go. I think that's fitting. All right, good enough. So I'm going to start from the center. This is the way I read. So there's problems. He's having stomach problems. His stomach is on fire because he's nothing but a bag of hot air, but he is having major stomach problems, and I'm sure it's from the drugs. And he may even be vomiting, if we just go with the image here. When I first saw this, I thought, what, the guy's vomiting, but he's giving a high five, like the thumbs up thing, like Trump ruined the stupid thumbs up thing. But it's a beer bottle. But if you kind of sit back, or from whatever device you're on, This may look like the thumbs up, and it could go either way. We could look at it that way. So I think right here, he's looking for a way to make his stomach feel better, and he's having such stomach problems that he is vomiting. And he's been carrying the swamp, within him. It's like you can look at the guts card as being like our microbiome, where it's like the brain is like your second gut, and the brain and the guts are, any psychic, medium, reader, all of us, we know if we don't take care of our guts, we don't have our channel. We don't have a way to channel the truth. It's all, well, I would think that most of them know that, but for me, it's just the most basic thing to know, that you got to take care of your guts. You got to take care of what you put into your stomach. He's done nothing but put drugs into his body for his entire life, and just because his father didn't drink, and just because his brother died from alcoholism, and he says he doesn't drink, if you go online, you'll see him toasting. Now, maybe he didn't take a sip, I don't know, but he's been seen with glasses of champagne and wine and toasting. He had a failed line called Trump vodka. So don't tell me that the guy might not drink. And also, don't tell me that he might not forget that he took some pills to make himself feel better, and darn, the pills aren't working, so I'm going for the alcohol. An addict is an addict, and they'll go for it. And he's more than a dual addict. So he'll go for whatever's offered, or whatever's close by, or whatever's there. And one of his best friends for years, probably still is Rudy Giuliani. So there you go. That guy was just walking around all the time with a Coke and whatever however he wanted to spike it for the day. So that might be what's going on here, right? Because we've got the swamp of the past, hot springs. We had this card yesterday. If it's not alcohol, it's something that is meant to make him feel better in his stomach, but it's not working because he's holding on for dear life. The claw is a survival card. But the airplane here, so we've got tears, knighting to the plane, the travel. I think it's really just saying that the travel is causing him. He thinks he has to go to this like ruler in another country, or maybe, and then I suppose Egypt as well. I don't know. Is it still Assisi over there? Is he, because remember the guy that gave him 10 million cash years ago? Maybe he's not getting his money. Maybe he's not getting more money. He thought he was going to get it. I don't know. But I really feel like he's having stomach problems and heart problems because I'm empathing. There's shortness of breath. There's problems in his upper stomach. That's what's going on. Upper stomach, and then what is that, what's it called there? Like the duodenum? I forget. But the whole esophagus area, I think that's what's burning. Because I don't have that kind of, it doesn't feel like acid reflux to me. It feels like, but he may have that because we've got hot vomit, right? We just add that together. And didn't we have the vomit card yesterday? Did we? I may be mistaken there. But anyway, he's in survival mode. And he's having to travel and go do his thing. But he's got this hot, really hot vomit coming up. So I don't think I need to say that anymore. I feel like this line here has some answers. So the repairman can be a nurse. There aren't any nurse or doctors in this deck, so this has to be this has to be a nurse or somebody who's trying to take care of him, and maybe to help him with his reputation, because he's having trouble. The swamp and the guts, to me, even feel like bacteria, gut bacteria that's not healthy, and he's been sitting in it for quite some time. He really is in pain. And the nurse or doctor is trying to measure the right amount of something, to give him. Here we have the medicine up here. And maybe pills are too hard, so he's using, he or she is using some type of, liquid drops, right? Doesn't that make sense there? Because I think he's been vomiting up the pills. And it could be something natural, like, what is that, like chlorophyll or whatever that will stop burning in the stomach, that's natural and doesn't have any side effects. Because whatever he's been using in the past, it's not working and it's hurting him. So, but here he is, trying to get better, but it's still just awful. And he makes it to this other country that's an island. Now, maybe, or maybe this is just, I feel like this is more just about him being isolated. Isolated in a place maybe where there's a lot of religion and people throwing rocks at him. The ruler in the rock is like, these four corners. So there's some light being shown on him and any other ruler wherever he's going, but they're all wanting to throw rocks. The people are wanting to throw rocks, or they are somehow, because it's all about, they see that this is all about trying to resurrect the Gaza Strip, and then I don't know what he's doing with in Egypt. You guys are gonna have to fill me in on that. And then it's all about the money. They see it as this club that's just trying to grow some more, sprout some more money. And of course that's the only reason he's going, is to bring in, lasso in some more money. And that's of course why Jared is there. Jared, who had didn't he create a $2 billion hedge fund for MBS, for Mohammed bin Salman? Was it him or was it someone else over there in the Middle East? Quite a while back. So there's that. Yeah, but anyway, burning up, in pain, vomiting up his food, vomiting up his medicine. That's a problem when you can't keep your medicine down, and that's when they have to use liquid, and maybe it goes in an IV, right, while he's up in the plane. And they're searching for new ways to get the medicine in him, is really what I'm feeling like. And then he makes it there. He makes it there, but it's all about the money. Let's use the tarot and see. There, I'll clean up this mess in a minute. Let's see. Let's use the tarot. What's going on with him? Monday, October 13th. Okay, hope that didn't make you guys dizzy. I hope you just looked away. The cats were probably like, on the... I hope I didn't cause a computer to get dumped over, knocked over, poked at. Oh, I'm going to try and do that kitty video tomorrow. I'll try my best. I definitely this week. Trump. What is happening to you? Monday, October 13th, 2025. Right there. Oh boy, there's something making him feel very paranoid. Yeah, he's on edge, he's defensive, he's stubborn. This doesn't bode well for anybody trying to help with his health. Help him, right? He's alienating others. So maybe the reason for all the stomach problems is his diverticulitis with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. At the least, well, it's definitely digestion problems no matter what. It could also be an ulcer. It could also be IBS, diarrhea, constipation. Okay. Somebody is telling him or trying to tell him or give him new ideas to give him the truth about the drug problems, drug interactions, okay, with the Two of Swords reversed, but also there's delays. So he doesn't so the truth is coming through, and he doesn't like things being delayed, but they are. And when this card comes through reversed, the Two of Swords, this is a two-faced liar. It can be somebody who's lying to him, cheating on the deal that they had. It could also be somebody is exposing his lies. And there's just so much, information overwhelm, TMI for him. He can't take it. And then again, drugs. Okay, Six of Wands reversed. He's not the top guy being seen. He doesn't like it. This is a card for falling down somehow, sometimes failure and loss when it comes to reversed. Lack of confidence. He won't ever show that. There's a younger person. Now, Jared's not as young as he looks, and I don't know what sign he is. I think he's a Libra, if I remember correctly. But anyway, whoever this Page of Pentacles is would be somebody younger who has the facts, and here's, the truth trying to come out, and he's lying about it, and so he's got this fall from grace. I'm thinking that he tries to renege on some type of a deal, or maybe this is Netanyahu, who has told him he would, do the ceasefire, but there's still, he hasn't, and things are still going on. Maybe there was a little peace for a little bit, but there's still something going on. And then with the Ace of Wands reverse, he's exhausted, he's weighed down, he doesn't have any motivation anymore, his energy is just really low. And again, more delays. The Three of Pentacles reversed has to do with the issue with, like dark money problems going on, but no teamwork, right? Again, delay. We've got delay, we've got failure, lies exposed, and more, he's just, because a psychopath, the major, malignant narcissist, they can't stand being told no, and they can't stand losing. So it really, really gets him down when he's either held down and restricted and delayed, or he doesn't have the teamwork. The people that are supposed to be working for him or working with him are not. He's really disappointed, and by the end of the day, he realizes, by the end of the evening, he realizes that he just wasted his time and spent a bunch of taxpayer dollars. I don't think he cares about that, but we're thinking about that. And that may be money news, because all news can be here, bad news can be here, news is here, and it's all about the wasted money to fly and do what he's doing. Why is he doing that? You know what I mean? He's wasting America's money so badly. And meanwhile, we're in a government shutdown. Republicans are lying about what trying to blame it on the Democrats. And that criticism is coming in hard and fast. More bad news if we keep going. Let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, he's trying to adapt and stay flexible, but he's got, oh, yeah, of course. He has time constraints, those time-sensitive problems, because he has a grave illness. The Temperance card is my number one card that has been coming through. I think we're up to 16 times now. When this card comes through reversed, this is incorrect drugs, dosage with drugs interactions, those kind of imbalances. Physical drugs could be here with the Two of Pentacles, coming back from, Middle East, overseas, whatever trip, and he could be getting a blood transfusion. This is also a card, Temperance reversed is a card for blood transfusions, problems with drug interactions, and like I said, grave illness. He may even have a fever. He may be going through a lot of hot flashes. So, yeah. Well, that's it. And a lot of bad news coming out about all that stuff. He can't hide anything anymore. That's the thing. When you look as bad as he does, and you say the kind of things that he does, people know, people understand, like the dude has lost it. So, okay. Well deserved, right? Take good care, you guys. Happy Monday. Bye.